Welcome to another episode. In this episode, we'll see the question, answer to the question. I'll tell you the question now. How do you experience the life of dualities in relativity between the divine and the devil? Life is full of dualities, but here specifically the questioner has asked about the divine and the devil. So, what is divine and what is devil? The good and the bad. So, how do you experience the life with the God and the devil? So, we will see this about mainly Osho's interpretation of this, a quote from his book, and a story from the same book. The divine and devil are within us, created by thought. We call certain things divine and certain things as devil. It is created by our own thoughts. Go beyond the thoughts. Then you go beyond what is divine and devil, the segregation, what the mind separates us. Of course, it does not mean certain things like doing good is divine, yes, that is true. Doing bad is devil, yes, that is bad. But here we are not segregating in that fashion. That of course is there. You cannot harm others. That is a basic requirement of being right action. So here we are not classifying it as divine and devil, but a right action. So now let us go to the quote from Osho from his book Until You Die and the Flowers Shower of Osho. A religious man is a miniature God. Just like God, he is paradoxical and contradictory. Just like God, he is summer and winter, day and night, life and death. Just like God, he is divine and devil, both. Then the mind staggers. So nothing can be wrong for an enlightened person. Everything is right. Less right, more right. The difference between the devil and the God is nothing. The difference is only of less and more. God and the devil are not two poles, not enemies. Hindus have a beautiful words. No other country has been so understanding about the words. Sanskrit is really something which exists nowhere else. Very perceptive people. The English word devil comes from the same root as Deva. Deva means good, God. Deva means God. Devil comes from the same root, Dev. Dev means light. From the same Dev comes the devil. From the same Dev comes Deva, Devata, the divine. The words divine and devil come from the same Sanskrit root, Dev. It is one phenomenon. Your seeing may be different. Your standpoint may be different. But it is one phenomenon. An enlightened person will say even to devil, how beautiful, how divine, how wonderful. We will see the story explaining this. Maybe you are perplexed how the divine and the devil can be one. We'll see a story from a Mohammedan mystic woman, Rabia al-Abaida. It happened one Mohammedan mystic woman, Rabia al-Arabia, changed many lines in her Quran. Wherever it is said, hate the devil, she crossed it out. Then once another mystic, Hazan, was staying with the Rabia, and on the journey, he had forgotten his own copy of Quran somewhere, and in the morning, for morning prayers, he needed it. So he asked Rabia's copy. Rabia gave it to him. He was a little surprised in the beginning because the Quran had collected so much dust. That meant it was not used every day. It was not used at all, it seemed, for months. It had not been used. But he thought it would be impolite to say something, so he opened the Quran and started his morning prayer. Then he was surprised even more and even shocked because nobody can correct the Quran and there were many corrections. Wherever it is said, hate the devil, Rabia had simply crossed it out completely, rejected it. He could not pray. He was disturbed so much. This Rabia had gone heretic. She had become an atheist or what? Because it is impossible for a Mohammedan to conceive that you can correct the Quran. It is God's word. Nobody can correct it. That is why they say that now no more prophets will be coming. Because if a prophet comes again and he says something which is not in the Quran, it will create trouble. So the doors are being closed after Muhammad. He is the last prophet. They say there have been many other prophets in the past. He is not the first, but he is the last. And now no more messages will be coming from God. He has given the final one with Muhammad. That is Islam, Muslims' belief, Mohammedans' belief. So how dare this woman Rabia? She is correcting the Quran. He could not pray. He was so much disturbed. He finished the prayer somehow. Went to Rabia. Rabia was an enlightened woman. Very few women have become enlightened in the whole world. Rabia is one of them. Looking at Hassan, she said, "It seems you could not do your prayer. It seems the dust on the Quran disturbed you. So you are still attached to the things like dust. And it seems my corrections in the Quran must have shocked you much." Hassan said, how could you know that? Rabia said, "I paused when you were praying and felt around you much disturbance. It was not prayerful prayer at all. It was neurotic, the vibrations. So what is the matter?" The negative vibrations were there. "What is the matter? Tell me." And we finished with it. Hassan said, "Now that you have started yourself, don't think I am impolite. Why, I could not believe a woman like you could correct Quran." Rabia said, "But look, first at my difficulty. The moment I come to realize face to face with the divine, after that, in every face I can see that same face. No other face is possible. Even if the devil comes to stand before me, I see the same face. So how can I hate the devil now that I have realized the face of the divine that I have come to see? Now every face is his. I had to correct, and if I ever meet Muhammad, I have to tell him frankly that these words are not good. They may be good for the ignorant because they divide, but they are not good for those who know because they cannot divide." Hence the Master says, what a fine mountain this is. Everything is beautiful and divine for a man who knows. That is the end of our story. Everything is beautiful and divine for a man who knows. With this, we will end this episode. Stay with me for another episode. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you.